What's up, manga fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and welcome back to another review of Bleach. This week's chapter 601, Verge on Vermillion. So I have to say, I enjoyed this chapter immensely. This is kind of what I was expecting to see, the Royal Guard showing more of their strength in the form of Nimaiya on his own, and pretty much, showing the Quincy that they're not to be trifled with. It was brilliant seeing him demonstrating his strength against four elite Quincy guards and handling them quite easily without pretty much breaking a sweat and rapping at the same time, which was making me laugh. And I'm pretty much sure everyone's come to this, conclusion that Nimaiya is more or less the killer bee of Bleach. He raps, he gloats about himself, he titles himself, such as calling himself the number one gangster of the Royal Guard, which had me rolling up. And he's always ending his sentence with bruh and things like that. That just, it could be just, translation exaggerations or something like that. But either way, I found it funny, and it kind of conveys what kind of personality he has, laid back but freaking deadly. And he demonstrated that quite well in this chapter. I mean, we can assume Gerald is one of the strongest Quincy's physically. His physical power has been demonstrated obviously already. And when he tried to attack Nimaiya and he swung, and the force of his swing left dents in the cage tree that Hikifune created, shows you that he's quite powerful. But Nimaiya's dodged it. Gerald's like, good dodge. And he's like, try this, and Nimaiya's already repressed up, literally next to against his chest, and it's like, my turn. And then the next thing, he counters him with something we didn't see, it was unseen. Next thing, Gerald's falling on the floor, blood is spraying out of his back, and the rest are like, what the hell just happened? Even I was thinking, were we missing a panel or something, or a page? But I'm guessing that's to show how quick it was done, or how confusing the technique was. And Barrow apparently seems to have clocked on to it, saying his technique was odd. He summarizes that he soaks the blade in jelly, and the blade gains the properties of jelly and adds on to its own properties as well. So he's saying something on its own, it wouldn't have been capable of taking out Gerald's without using that jelly. So he takes his sniper out, starts firing away. The bullets are being deflected, and he's like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I just have to keep my guard up. Nimaiya's just gloating again. I only have to keep my guard up, and I can cut right through your attacks. The bullets will be deflected easily. So he's firing again at him. He's just walking along, like blocking him, and then he completely slices through Barrow's sniper, cutting it in two, and slices him down, and blood sprays, and he seems to be finished as well. And then we see Perinda now. He's trying to, or it's trying to say something, obviously to try and crush Nimaiya. But before he even has a chance, the blade is literally, it's like it's just appeared right in front of you and inside of his head under the cloak. And I'm just thinking, is this speed or is this some sort of trick? But either way, by the time Narc Levark even had a chance to see, he's already appeared and on Perinda's head and pulled the sword out. And even when Askin tried to attack him from behind, Nimaiya slashed him across the face and even said, oh, you can't sneak up on me, man. He's like, you need to be in the same rhythm as me. I was just laughing because he's gloating the entire time, rapping, say, you're nothing compared to me, blah, blah, blah. It was really enjoyable. And even Askin said it was quite foolish for him to attack behind. And Nimaiya is pretty much relentless. He's showed no mercy. He's gone up to Askin and finished him off, and it's like he slashed him across the throat. So I'm just thinking, wow, hardcore, like, he's badass. So it was enjoyable. But then this is when things, after he was gloating a bit about his Zanpakuto, he talks about how it was special. Apparently it's a failure because the blade is too sharp, yet it being flexible, blood slides off of it because it's too smooth to handle. No sheath can hold it, which is why, it's placed in that jelly thing. So it's more or less an outcast blade. I'm assuming the Asuchi form of it was couldn't be wielded by any Shinigami, and obviously Nimaiya was probably the only one that could wield it, and he even said he was happy it came to Soul Society to him, and he always refers it to as a she, so maybe it was an unruly Asuchi only he could deal with. and apparently apparently it's Juha that he can thank for it coming to the Soul King Palace. So I'm not sure if that's just play on words or literally Juha killed someone or something. I don't know, but either way, it's special to him, and it's a outcast special blade, Zanpakuto. So yeah, Askin is not dead. He's still alive. And that's even shocked Nimaiya. And it's like it seemed to affect him when it's like he started using his ability, and it started to affect him, because even it was like he was getting a headache or something. And the Quincy says, Askin basically says that it's not over. I can't die from something like this. The only reason Juha Rush picked him was because he wasn't dead when he came to find him, and he states the power he has is horrible. Every time he thinks he thinks about that actual power, he feels like he's close to dying. So I'm not sure what he's what was it, the death dealer? Yeah, the death dealing. I'm not sure what that ability is, but it obviously seems to be something to do with him avoiding death, or he passes on death to someone else when he gets cut or something. But yeah, it seems like he can't be killed quite easily just from a normal slash or cut. So yeah, his abilities very ominous right now, so I'm looking forward to see more explanation to that. It was kind of obvious Askin wasn't gonna die. I'm not even sure the other three are dead, but because they already showed their power, they could obviously be written off. But Askin hadn't shown his yet, so obviously he has to, still show his before he could be written off. And I'm starting to think he's gonna be a bit more of a threat than he originally let on, saying that he was the lowest rank of all four of them, and he was lucky to be chosen. But I'm guessing Juha knows his ability is a lot more powerful and useful to him there at the time, so that's why he was taking him along. So I'm looking forward to see what happens. I hope Nimaiya doesn't die or gets injured badly yet, or doesn't die at all, to be honest. I just want to see what this death dealing thing is, and hopefully the other royal guards jump in and intervene. We'll see what happens next week, but I did enjoy this chapter. Nimaiya is a badass. He's powerful and funny at the same time. Gotta love it. And I enjoyed the way he cut down all four of the elite guards Quincy's, and he's just rapping about it at the same time. So really good. I like the colored page as well. That was really cool. And yeah, I can't wait for next week. So you guys know the usual. If you enjoyed this chapter, you got anything to say, leave them in the comment box below. And also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, check out our channel for more content similar to this, and I'll speak to you guys next week.